Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, this Monday we're right back to the top of the workshop looking at the top performing map of the moment, and it's this one. Now just take a moment to appreciate the shape and design. This is the sort of shape and design that you would only get from one of the most experienced creators, one of the top creators, someone who has got a keen eye for layout. Today's creator has never been seen on the show before. There's a very good reason for it. You know what's coming. I'm just going to wait for this to go. Hang on, let's wait social media stuff to go off the screen. Off you go. There's a reason for that. It's
my first map.
That's right. Not too bad. Mighty fine job. Another mighty fine job is the one that you're about to do with the like button. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Akaiwa by Thess with a double S. Thess. Love it. And Akaiwa, really cool name actually. They've done a great job with the screenshots and the thumbnail. That should start square and plenty. It's quite simple, but there's plenty going on with it. Plenty to like. Plenty to like with the terrain heights across the map as well, with all the fun buildable space along the inner coves there. Resources are a little bit light, but there's enough, I would say. It just seems a bit light. And then fishing, if you've got Sunset Harbour and want to do some fishing, your fishing map will look like that, which looks quite interesting. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. There's a short list of things to subscribe to. Of course, I have the old version of Daylight Classic. And in the comments, there is somebody who's got a bit of a problem. And the map's broken, throwing a null object error. So I'm going to try and work out what was wrong with it. Now, here's your OneClick Collection. And I reckon the problem is in amongst these. Because some of these have separate dependencies within them, such as the railway props and whatever there needs the railway replacer mod. And I don't know whether this map will be broken without the railway replacer mod, but there's a very good chance that if somebody's loading up the map and it's showing up a null object error, that's probably a network problem, and the network problem would indicate maybe the railway replacer mod. So I suspect it's that. So I have a recommendation, not just to Thess, because we've seen this before, very recently actually, last week. If you've got items which contain dependencies, especially if you put them into a one-click collection, add them separately in that one-click collection. Because people will go along and go, oh, there's a collection of things. Here's one button at the top to subscribe to all of the items. Yes, you're subscribing to all of the items listed, but some of those items may need to have other items. And if you have to go and click through them individually to check, you may as well have to subscribe to them separately, individually. So yeah, putting them into a collection is great, but I'd definitely include the railway replacer mod. Also, we're using the Akaiwa theme mix, our first intersection here. Lovely looking thing here, except we've got a little bit of missing bit of highway. This is the oopsie on the map. There is just this. In terms of oopsies, there is just this on the map, really. Little bit of blue mantle missing there because of the missing highway. That's caused that to glitch out. So yeah, so this that, but yeah, the Akaiwa theme mix, which is based on the Revi 4K theme, but also includes a Nemesis theme. Now, the theme mixer is on the subscription list, as is the Revi 4K theme, but not the Nemesis. A little bit low that tree there. Yeah, not the Nemesis. Also, I think we've got, I can't remember if Relight is on the list or not. But we are using the Relight average luck today. So yes, I would say we need to add Nemesis theme to the list. Relight if it's not really already on the list. Railway replacer mod and railway props. Basically anything that is a dependency of the railway items, just to make sure that this map loads in and doesn't cause an error. which I reckon is what the possible problem is. Right, start square intersection, a little bit of the sprites glitching through. I'll talk about those in a moment. Something we've done before, but we'll do it again. And then we have a slightly low looking bridge here. So we've got the streetlight clipping, just a little bit naughty there. Also a little bit naughty there as we're in the start square. A splash of blue mantle that big is it's at least half a star, even a full star off for detailing. So yes, we were seeing a little bit of some very nice bridge work today as well, for that matter. But yeah, a little bit of those sprites are glitching through. It's where everything's been pushed really tightly, and the sprites show through. Now, I normally have them hidden as part of my hide it settings. I just don't like them. The only time I will overrule it is when we're using a theme mix. Now, part of the theme mix is the right theme mixtures, yep, them, the colors of the fertile land, the color of the ore, the oil, so you can adjust the color settings to make your land look exactly as you want it to. So that's all good. That also includes things like the LUT, but it also includes a setting for the sprites. Now that is actually within the theme. If we're using a theme mix, then these are settings that the creator really wants. Now, admittedly, yes, it's Thess's first map, and it's probably something that's slipped by, they're unaware of. Or it's something they really want. And I'm not in that position to message everybody before I review the map. Yeah, can I just verify? Or was that street light supposed to be clipping through the bridge? That's not my job. My job is to review it as seen. And so, yeah, there's always one or two rules to bend. Yeah, like things like I use the cube map replacer. That's not as most people would want their map seen, but I think it makes for a better show. This is YouTube. I'm trying to give you a slightly better visual, so that's where we are here. And as I haven't got the time to do the full cinematics, then we've got to do that. So we've got a little bit more sprite clipping through there, and then we have the intersection, quite a loopity-loop one there. And everything is quite neat with this one, actually. That's okay. Yeah. You can see it's not the most efficient for handling huge weights of traffic, but it's more than adequate at this point, and then you can buy out the tiles to get to it. It's certainly better than the other intersection, which had the little bit of road missing. Now, that bit of missing highway on the bridge on the other intersection doesn't break the map. We can still get traffic through to the start square and traffic out from the start square, but it is technically a gameplay issue, and it is something that you can't fix if you're playing the base game rules until you actually buy that tile, which I've not checked exactly, but I imagine it's at least, and assuming you go a beeline straight for it, it's at least the third tile. It might even be the fourth tile that you'd be buying to be able to fix it under base game rules. Of course, if you're playing with mods, then nobody cares. Nobody cares. Oh yeah, we've got some very nice custom roads. I haven't even spoken about the custom roads. I was too busy talking about the custom rail, which we will see in a moment as we are now getting off towards the edge of the map. There it is. There's your edge of the map. Let's nip across to some custom rail. Now, where would the custom rail be? I normally cut and edit this, but today I figured we'd just do a little bit of a fly over. There we go. Here's some custom rail. Yes, so this is probably what's breaking the game for that commenter on the workshop. But I think it's definitely worth having the I mean, it's just so much better than the vanilla rail. So much better. It's quite incredible when you think about when this game was released and how we all loved it, because we did. And this is why you're still playing it now, because you loved it when you first started playing. And what the community, what our friends, well, I'm going to call our friends, most of them disown me, but what your friends have created on the workshop is absolutely mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. From everything from the map makers, who are a lovely bunch of people, the map makers, and the asseteers, and then you've got the modders. Oh my goodness me, what of the modders? It's beyond me. Some of the ideas that they've had in terms of improving the game. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. I keep saying mind-blowing. I'm going to continue saying mind-blowing because my mind is truly blown. What mind there is left. Yeah, anyway, in terms of network, it's a fairly simple network we have here with the road and rail. It's that's not to besmirch it or anything like that. It's a very solid, simple, straightforward network that leaves you the opportunity to say, actually, what I really want to do is I would like to stick a road off in this direction, or I'd like to have a branch line going off in that direction. So it does leave you with all of the options while still giving you access across the map in the key areas on the map. And again, for a first timer, which Fess is, I would say that's a pretty solid, well done job, you know. I think so. I don't know whether they were whether they've seen dozens and dozens of Watt maps, or whether they've maybe just seen one, or maybe they hadn't seen any, but they certainly seemed well aware of me when I commented. It's sort of like, wow, why are you going to do my map? And that's not their words, that's my words. I'm putting words into their mouth. But they seemed very genuinely excited that they were going to be up, which and they've not let themselves down. This is the other thing. Apart from one or two minor grumbles on today's map, they've not let themselves down. Again, shooting yourself in the foot with the missing bit of highway. That's the one. That's the embarrassing one. But everything else, I've seen worse, and I've seen worse from creators who are supposedly better and more experienced. I say better supposedly because yeah, these are names. These are named names that I'm not going to name. Please don't name them in the comments. Do not name them in the comments. We're going to get into a lot of trouble. I get into trouble too easy already, and I'm trying to avoid it. just for a week. Can I stay out of trouble for 1 week? It might be a bit much to ask. Anyway, heading off towards the edge of the map now, so we'll take the intermission. When we come back, we've got the shipping, we've got the water flow. We'll do a quick flyover of 1 or 2 points of interest, and then we'll check out today's asset, double asset of the day. Are you a fan of the show? Well, I guess if you're watching this, you really must be. And as you've made it through 1,000 reviews, it's time to really treat yourself. To emblazon yourself with all 1,000 thumbnails in one great garment. From the makers of WhatsMap, it's the official WhatsMap 1000 t-shirt. Get yours now. From the makers of WhatsMap. How pretentious do I sound? From me, there's a t-shirt. By me. I spent a lot of time making that, you know. I mean, the design. I didn't actually make the t-shirts. I think they're made in the United States. Could be wrong. Bridge looks a little bit low for vanilla shipping. Sorry, back to the shipping routes at Akaiwa by Fess. Bridge looks a little bit low, and then we have a couple little branch offs there and there. They look perfectly good to me. Water flow in the start square area. We're a little bit light here, but as we go around the corner here, you're going to see a little bit of motion in that ocean, and that's all we really need. There's plenty enough depth there as well, plenty of width, and we are right by the start square, so that is cool. Right, the overall map. We've already decided the overall map looks really strong. The forests look pretty strong. The beaches, I was hoping for slightly better, stronger beaches. These seem just a little bit lightly done, and lightly done beaches are fine, but when you get this one over here somewhere, this one here, no, I'm not buying this at all. That sand goes way too high. It's probably about a 50-meter climb up there to get the sand on the top. I'm not buying it. It doesn't fit with the rest of the biome, but hey. The rivers are very nice, actually. Actually, I like the rivers. They feel natural. They feel good enough for screenshots. Easily good enough for screenshots. And we've got this wide old lake here with a crossing at the narrowest point over here for the rail. I like that as well. Plenty of thoughts gone into that. As is the crossing again at the narrowest point there that leads down in towards Start Square area. I really like the thought that has gone into some of the networking here. Got a little divot there. Not that's going to bother anybody. As soon as you put a building on that, that'll level out, so it's not a problem. Same will happen if you put a road on it. Some nice shaped little islands, decent sized islands as well to play about with. And if we head back to the start square, past the broken highway, there it is. Keep hinting at the broken highway. Back to start square, plenty of flat buildable space in the start square, and a couple of beautiful assets of the day. Now these are by Duhya. Oh, what a great name. I can't do it like the kids. Duhya. No, I can't do it. Affaria and Cavalcanti. Teeth back in. Affaria and Cavalcanti Condos by Duhya. Yes, 2 little blocks of flats. One is more little than the other one. And both of them absolutely freaking amazing. I mean, how is this their first work? I don't quite understand why we have 2 in a pack. I mean, maybe they go together in real life. I don't know. But I don't understand why we have the 2 as a pack. But they look great. I'm not complaining. Factoids. Because factoids. Thank you. Queen Victoria never spoke English perfectly. Her mother tongue was German. Yes. Royal family even changed their name from a German name to a British name due to popularity and slight problems at the beginning of the 20th century, shall we say. Anyway, Affaria and Cavalcanti Condos by Duhya. That is really very nice work. Fantastic. Right, so we've made it. You and I have both made it to the end of another show, but it's your chance now to tell me what you think of today's map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right corner of your screen or the link in the description. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Apple, Gmail or a Patreon account. What do I think of today's map, though? Well, do you know, I think aesthetically, I really quite like this. I think the theme mix is quite pleasing, assuming, of course, that you have the Nemesis mix. I'm not sure what difference that would make. A little difference, maybe. But as I'm seeing it, I'm liking it. I think I would go middle 4, but because Nemesis is probably missing, normally for most people, I'm going to give it just a hint under middle 4. I don't think it'll make a huge difference though. Detailing. I like some of the work. There's 1 or 2 little problems with it here and there. I would go for a medium to medium high 3, but blue mantle in the start square and a missing bit of highway, I'm going to go for a lowish 3, but it's a bit of a harsh hit. Gameplay. Even with the broken highway, this is definitely still playable. I can't go higher than middle 3 though, because a broken highway is just no win, is it really at all? No. Akaiwa by Thess. That, as a first map, is a very, very valiant attempt. And the winning thing with that is the design. That design is stupendous. I think all credit there. Keep having fun. Keep creating. You are going to be a star, my friend. Anyway, we've got to the end of the show. Have you got to the end of the show or are you still a little bit behind? If you're still here, though, you are part of the 20 and out elite. Use the word of the day, like I did, as part of a sentence, into the comments. Score yourself some population points just for fun. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Thanks for watching.